Hi everyone, so today I want to show you this card which I'm calling a 5x7 full star border card. Now this is inspired by my own original design, which is my half star illusion card, and then I went on to do a full star illusion card as well, and then I was like, oh hang on a second, let me have a play around. So this is what we have come up with. Let me just squidge it so it's a bit more, there we go, like that. So that's the top of it, and then obviously you've got that there. And then on the back, you've got space to write. And yes, I know that's upside down, but anyway. There we go. So, yeah. So that's the cards. It's nice and easy to do. Obviously, if you wanted to put panels on here, you could. If you want to do something else with this section, you could. But obviously, when it sort of stands up on a mantelpiece, you are going to get that cross section of the star. So I don't mind too much the fact that it's, it's obviously that's your front view. But obviously if it's on a mantelpiece, you are going to get that top star idea. So yeah, so that is the card for today. And obviously it all folds flat like that and will fit in an envelope for a 5x7 card. And then all the person needs to do is just give it a little bit of a zhuzh when they get out the envelope. And depending on how thick a card you use for the star, you should be able to post it normally. This card is quite thick. I would say this is probably about a 320, 330, 40 GSM, something like that. And it is quite thick. So obviously just bear that in mind when you're choosing your card. I've gone for a patterned base card, but if you want to, you can do panels of pattern paper and just leave it as whatever your base is. But I decided to go actually full on. The other thing as well you can do is if you use double-sided card, then you won't end up with the white inside. I don't mind the white inside. It doesn't really bother me too much because it kind of highlights it. But yeah, if you wanted to, you could change up that inside and use double-sided card or whatever. But yes, I hope you like it, and let's get into it. Okay, so for this card, you're going to need one piece of base card that is 5 inches by 6 inches, and we're not going to score that, so that can go to one side. And then you're going to need 6 pieces. Now I've gone for a mirror card. So what I would do is I would go for a patterned card, something that's like 200 GSM at least, probably up to about 250. And you want 6 pieces that are 4 inches by 5 inches. Now if you want to do them, so you've got a piece that is 4 by 8 and you score the whole thing, and then you not score by 8, score by 4 by 10 and you score the whole thing, and then you cut it up, you can. So on 2 of these pieces you want to score at 1 inch, 2 inches and 3 inches. You're only doing that on 2 pieces, so you end up with that. And then on the rest of them, so the other 4 pieces, you're going to score at 1/2 inch, at 1.5, at 2.5, and at 3.5. So you're going to repeat that on the rest of your pieces. And then we're going to go ahead and fold and burnish all of your score line. Okay, so you should end up with all your pieces all nicely folded. So then what we're going to do, if we start with the ones that we did at 1/2 inch, 1.5, and 2.5 and 3.5, on here you just want to go ahead and put some red tape on all of your tabs. Okay, so we've gone ahead and done all of those. We're also going to grab these ones, and so on these 2 outside 1 inch pieces, you're also going to put tape on both of those pieces, and you're going to do it on both of your actual pieces. So you should end up with that. Now obviously if you want to use wet glue you can. I did when I made my sample card, my prototype, but yeah, because I'm using mirror card, that's why I'm using red tape. Okay, so we're going to start off with the ones that have got the 1/2 inch border, and we're just going to peel the backing off part of this, and I'm going to fold that tab over like that. Okay, so I'm folding the tab over, and then we're going to line that up against this cut edge of our base piece. Make sure it's nice and lined up. You should end up with that, hopefully. So then what we need to do is we need to fold it along the next score line. So you obviously fold it on the tab score line. So fold it on the second one like this. And then you're going to take this. And before you do this, actually, let's just fold this under and just make sure that it's not too big. And mine is a little bit too big. So I'm just going to trim a tiny bit off the edge of that. Otherwise, you'll end up with it overlapping. So let me just trim a tiny bit off the edge of that. Okay, so I just trimmed a tiny bit off, like literally a fraction. And then, so we had it folded on the second score line like that. So then what we want to do is take the backing off, and I'm going to take the entire piece off. Actually, no, I'm just going to take a bit of it off, I think. Take a bit of it off, and you want to fold that under like that, so it shouldn't bump up against the one you've already stuck down. And then you want to stick this entire piece down like that. So you end up with that. So where this folds flat, it does actually overlap. It goes over the edge, which is fine because this is 6 inches, and then with that inch, it makes it 7 inches, and it's a 5 by 7. So then we're going to take another one of those pieces. And we're going to take the backing off partially, like that. And then we're just going to fold along that tab again, and we're just going to marry it up, line it up with the one we've just done, like that. And you want to make sure on the bottom it all lines up. If your pieces are slightly bigger than your base card, you just want to make sure they're not. Mine are slightly, but I think I should be hopefully okay. So you end up with that, and then you want to fold. Now this time you're going to fold along the second score line in, so like that, okay, and stick it down. So again, just double check all your pieces that they're, you've trimmed slightly a bit off, so you haven't got a worry with it. I'm going to take the whole thing off this time. And then we're going to fold that under like that, and we're literally going to fold the whole thing down. So you should end up with that. Okay, and what we're going to do is I'm going to turn it over, and we're going to repeat the same thing on this side. So I'm going to grab this one, fold it over like that, and then this is going to go in here, and we're just going to make sure that it's up against that edge, like that. And then we need to fold it on the second one, so it's now lining up with the one behind. We're taking the backing off this, and I'm going to take the whole thing off. And then we're just going to fold that tab under and stick it down. Now, so if you're using wet glue, it makes it a little bit easier because you've got more time to, more wiggle room time. So then we're going to do the same with this one. Exactly the same as what we did on the other side. So fold the tab over, line that up against the one you've just done, and stick it into position. And then here we're going to, again, I'm just going to take the whole bit of backing off, and we're going to fold it along the second line like that and stick it down. So you should end up with that. Okay, now obviously these will need squidging out a little bit, but we'll do that in a minute. So let's go back to this side again. So now we're going to grab this one, which is the one with the 1 inch sections, and we are going to take off part of this backing. And then we're going to fold it like that, so just along that score line, and we're going to line this up with this line here. So you should end up with that. So then, with it like as you folded it just there, you then want to take these backing pieces off. And again, I'm just going to do it in sections just because it is quite a large piece. And you're literally just going to fold that 1 inch section under like that, keeping it all flat like that, and then take your backing out. And when you let go, you should end up with the front star. And as you can see, you've just got one more piece to go there. So we're going to turn it over, and we're going to repeat that whole process on this side here. Okay, so when you've finished, you should end up with your little star. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and add strips inside of these, but I'm probably not going to. I think I'm going to leave it as it is. Okay, so next up you need 2 pieces of mat that are 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then you need 1 piece of pattern that's 3.5 by 4.5 and 1 piece of white that's 3.5 by 4.5. So this one that has got the pattern on is obviously going to go on the front, and it's just going to go on there like that. And this one is going to go on the back, just there like that. So I'm going to go ahead and stick those down. Now you'll see when I turn this over that there's a big hole in the back of this mat. That is because I used that mat to cut out my greeting. So if I put this in somehow like that, there you go, you can see it. That's where it came out of. So little trick, if you want to just, if you're running out of mat card or whatever, or you think it's a waste, you can just use it like this and cut it out. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stick this down. Okay, so you should end up with that. Now I've accidentally gone and stuck my white piece upside down, but it is what it is, so never mind. So anyway, that is going to go on there like that. And obviously you could put whatever you want on the front there, but I've got an Oh Holy Night, so I'm going to go ahead and stick that on. And I'm going to stick that on with foam pads. So there you have your finished card, and obviously I probably should have moved that over a bit more. But anyway, you get the idea. You get the idea. So yes, I hope you like the card. Hope you have a go. Nice and easy to do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. And we'll see you again next time. Bye.